Welcome back, everybody. It is time for our August 2024 Retro Game Treasure. I am bloody, really bloody chuffed. Let's do it. So it is hot today. I have to turn off my air conditioner to make these videos because it would be really annoying if you had to hear that. So I'm going to try to do this quickly. I'm very excited. I broadened my subscription a little bit. I've added GameCube to the box, and I've also added PS1 to the box because I really need to get more into that system. I didn't have a PS1, I had a Saturn, so I'm really excited to see what that library has to offer. So I don't know, obviously, what's in here, but it'd be really nice if there was a GameCube game. Fingers crossed. Alright, so without further ado, let's do it. Okay, there better be at least one. I feel bubble wrap, but I think I also feel one of our Air Defender lights. There better be, gosh darn it. So first up we got Air Defender Light from DiscountAirPillows.com, where pillows are inflated, not prices. We salute you. Thank you for your service. Alright, and then like I said, we do have lots of bubble wrap. Unusual. So I wonder if that means I do have some kind of a case in here. Okay, I don't think we got GameCube or PlayStation, which is fine. I kind of put that change in late, so I didn't know if I would even have a chance of getting any of that either. But it feels like we have either a Genesis or a Master System game in the case, so that's cool. We also have maybe another keychain. Hopefully it's one I don't have yet. First up, we got... oh, PlayStation. I guess this is what I got because I added PlayStation to my my selection. And they sent me a keychain. That's cool. That's a nice start. I was hoping more for a PlayStation game, but nice. I have like 6 or 7 of these keychains that I've gotten. And it's actually really cool. I'm not complaining. I like when they send stuff like this. I can always use these for something, if for nothing else, decoration. So first up we got a PlayStation keychain. Alright, I feel an NES. I think 2 Atari. And then the Master System or Genesis game. So very cool. First game, we're going to do Atari. We got... it's upside down because I'm an idiot. We got Donkey Kong Jr. I've never played Donkey Kong Jr. on the Atari 2600. I'm pretty sure I've heard it's very, very bad. Now, I like Donkey Kong on the Atari 2600. I know it's not the greatest version, but I do have some love for it. Never played this, and I've heard this is not great. So we'll check it out. I'll give you my first impressions, but let me know, what do you think of Donkey Kong Jr.? First up, Donkey Kong Jr. for the 2600. Donkey Kong Jr. was published by Coleco in 1983. A port of the classic Nintendo arcade game, you play as Junior, who is trying to save his father from the dastardly villain Mario, from what I believe is his final appearance in a Nintendo game. I grew up playing Donkey Kong Jr. on the NES, and this is a far cry from that version. I will say, though, I didn't think this was as bad as I had prepared myself for, but it still isn't good. The worst version of Donkey Kong Jr. that I have yet to play. But all of that said, I am still happy to have it and finally experience it for myself. Alright, second game. We got another 2600 game. We got... see, so this is what threw me off. I thought Atari games were the other way around. But no, this Coleco cart, I don't know if they're all like that. I don't have my other carts here to compare, but these labels up is different. They're messing with me. We got Maze Craze, a game of cops and robbers. Used with joystick controllers. Game of cops. I'm not sure what this is. I don't think I've ever played Maze Craze before. I'm not familiar. So I'm excited to check this out. It doesn't say it's only... Hopefully it's not just a 2-player game. That description kind of makes it sound like it's a 2-player game, but we will see. So second up, let me know what you think. We got Maze Craze. Maze Craze, a game of cops and robbers, was published by Atari in 1980. This is definitely something that I think would be best when played with 2 players. There is always a second player on the screen, but you can play it solo. As far as I can tell from the few minutes that I played it, it seems to be a competition to see who can make it to the end of the maze first. There are a lot of variations, such as ones where there are enemies in the maze, and ones where parts of the maze go invisible. I'll spend some time with this one in the future for sure, but it's hard to say how much play it will ultimately get in the long run. Alright, next up we got NES. That collection's growing very quickly and it makes me very happy. Third game, we got... Oh wow, we got Heavy Shreddin. The pink is why I said oh wow. That's a very bright and vibrant pink. Definitely very late 80s, early 90s. This is pretty amazing box art. I don't know anything about this. This is what, snowboarding? Yeah, the snowboarding video game. So, I have never played this. I think I've heard of it, but I have no experience with it. I do like some snowboarding games, but I don't think I've ever played any 8-bit snowboarding games. I'm not sure. So, next up we got Heavy Shreddin for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Heavy Shreddin was published by Parker Brothers in 1990. It is a snowboarding game that is made up of different events such as downhill, slalom, and halfpipe. I didn't really expect to dig this one past the awesome pink on the label, but I actually had a lot of fun with this one. I was most non-triumphant during my short gameplay session, but I think I want to come back and learn to get better. I don't think it's a very impressive game by any metric, but there is just something that I liked about it. I am glad to have this one. Catch you on the slopes, duders! Alright, I think this is the last game. Yep, we got Treasure. So, last game, we got Sega Classics Super Monaco GP. So we got a car racing game. I've never played this one. I can't even think of if I've heard any opinions on it. So I like racing games, at least for the most part. I do enjoy them. Don't know much about this. I don't know that I've ever seen the Sega Classic box. I don't have any other box that looks like this. So interesting. It is complete. I can't get it back open. And the manual is in great condition. Looks like it was hardly ever even used. And the case is very clean. Very nice condition. Alright, cool. So last up, we got Super Monaco GP for the Sega Genesis. Très cool. Super Monaco GP was published by Sega in 1990. It is a Formula 1 racing game and a port of the very successful arcade game from the previous year. The game starts off with a very positive first impression. Rawr. And I'd say lives up to that first impression pretty well. This is a fun racing game. I definitely need to spend some more time with it in order to really be able to do my best at it, and I look forward to setting some time aside to give this one a playthrough. A pretty sweet finale for this month's box. Alright, so there we go. That's our box. So it's getting very hot in here. Let's do a quick recap. Let's go over the totals. And let me turn my air conditioning back on. So we have Maze Craze for the Atari 2600. We have Donkey Kong Jr. for the 2600. We have Heavy Shreddin for the NES. I don't know what just happened there. We got the Sega Classic Edition of Super Monaco GP. Very cool. If I had to mess it up. So pick of the box. I'm not sure. I always really love to get complete in box Genesis games, so that's definitely a highlight. Maze Craze I'm excited about because I don't really know what it is. Heavy Shreddin. It's an NES game, and it's got that beautiful pink on it that I adore now. And Donkey Kong Jr., even though I hear it's like a really bad conversion, it is a Nintendo game on Atari, and that's always cool. I think for my pick of the box, I'm going to go with the complete in box Genesis game. I'm going to say Super Monaco GP. I've never played it. I don't know a lot about it, but it is complete in box. It's got this Sega Classic box, which is my first one. I've still got, you know, very, very little in my Genesis collection, so I don't have a lot yet, but this is the first one I've seen like this. I never owned anything in a case like this when I was a kid, so very excited. So I think that's going to be my pick of the box, but runner-up would probably be everything else. I think I'm pretty happy with this. I can't really attest to the quality of any of these games, but all of them I'm genuinely happy to have, so we'll see what the value comes out to, but regardless, I think I'm pretty happy with this box. So make sure you guys let me know what your pick of the box is. Let me know what you think of the box overall. And if you get Retro Game Treasure, make sure you let me know what you got this month too. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. And I will see you next time. Bye. So of course we've got to give a big shout out and thank you to our channel members, Sad Vlad and Retro Kart Collector. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. If you, yes you, I'm talking to you. If you would like special perks, such as being shouted out in videos, make sure you check that join button down below.